everyone. We're tracking still building heat across the region for tonight into your Thursday, along with some stormy activity. Have your full forecast. It's coming up.
Another grueling day of heat, especially for some sports fans in Northern Virginia.
Yep, I'm glad they allow us to bring one bottle of water today.
It's so hot, it's just, do you want to come outside or not?
One local business is making the most of the exhausting conditions.
A traumatic sight in Northeast D.C. The body of a dog left in an alley. The questions tonight about the city's animal cleanup policy.
A new decision in the smuggling case against a wrongly deported Maryland father. Why a judge is holding off on releasing him from custody for now.
Legislation to bring the Commanders back to D.C. could be cut out of the city's budget. Why council members say this does not mean the stadium deal is in jeopardy of being sacked.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for DC News Now at 9. I'm Susan Trent.
And I'm Chris Flanagan. Well, the worst of the heat this week now behind us, but that certainly did not make us feel any better about the stifling temps and suffocating humidity. Certainly been a struggle the past 3 days to stay cool and healthy. No doubt about that.
Right, but I did hear possible relief, and anything at this point is great. Chief Meteorologist Janessa Webb here with the good news.
Yeah,
Take what we can get.
I was looking at those crabs. I need to go be out and about. Tomorrow you're going to get a better chance to be outside. It's still very hot. It just doesn't meet criteria for an advisory or warning, and so that's why we'll drop that DMV first warn. We've been under a prolonged heat, folks, and so you got to take care of yourself still for another 24 hours before I see a significant drop from our dew points and air temperatures. Here's the latest on radar. We've had a little activity this afternoon into your early evening, and it's still very pronounced out towards Hagerstown, parts of I-81 corridor. We're seeing some moderate to torrential rain. That is going to dissipate across that Mason-Dixon line, but you can see the temperature contrast. Washington County, 68, 86 out towards Frederick. That's where the rain is falling, and so there's a minor cool down. Still 90 is the feels like out towards the metro area. So hot and steamy with dew points. They continue to roar back into the 70s. So it still feels very tropical. That wall of humidity is going to try to be broken down as our next frontal passage tries to change things. This is a pretty large cold front, and that's why there's storms on the table as well going into your Thursday and the start of your Friday. It's important. We'll time those out coming up.
All right, Janessa, thank you. It's been brutal for the past couple of days, but we're now set to see some of that relief.
Yeah, finally, DC News Now's Max Marcilla has been telling stories about the resilience of the DMV all week long. And Max, a little more refreshing right now, just an incy bits more.
Gosh, Chris and Susan, I never thought I would be standing here just so happy that it is 83 degrees at 9 o'clock, but here we are. That has just been the type of week it's been. Look, I am fairly comfortable out here. It's not that bad. Those storms passed through earlier and caused for finally a bearable day here in the DMV. Over the past few days, it's been nearly impossible to escape the heat.
Our AC broke, so it has been grueling.
The simplest of tasks outside, a chore because of stifling heat.
Drink more water than you think. If you're already thirsty, it's too late. Drink more.
And some blue drink and Coca-Cola.
Yeah. It helps get the water down.
But Wednesday night, some much-needed relief after some quick storms, leaving just in time for the first manageable night outside all week, and many people taking advantage of it.
It's not as bad as it was, the past few days.
At Segra Field in Leesburg, mid-80s at kickoff for a Loudoun United match in front of fans who were able to bring one water bottle each.
Just drinking our water, making sure we stay hydrated, and not having too much alcohol.
But a little bit.
Maybe a little bit.
That water helping them handle their other beverages. Possibly the biggest help were treats like these.
Orange cream?
Not many people can say it's been a good week because of the heat, but Patrick Powell, who runs King of Pops, is one of them.
Everyone is really, really sour with it being so hot, but it's been great to get outside, get some sun, and of course, drum up some business.
Much cooler and happier fans enjoying this match, the end of our string of DMV First Warn days. But let's not cheer yet. We haven't even hit July. Yeah, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you know how the DMV weather is. One day it's sunny and hot, the next day it's cold, and it'll go back and forth like that a dozen more times. So yeah, it's still early in the summer, but hey, it looks like we made it through the worst of at least this stretch of really, really frustratingly hot heat. Reporting live in Alexandria, Max Marcilla, DC News Now.
Yeah, I'm surprised Max didn't steal that popsicle from that kid. It was so warm. Max, thank you. Tough conditions for firefighters in Maryland. A house fire in Rockville was challenging on multiple fronts. Officials say the firefighters had to battle the heat and the flames, as well as a hoarding situation at this Rocking Horse Road home last night. Investigators believe it was a portable generator likely that started the fire. And take a look. You can see the black smoke from miles away. Firefighters say the flames were so intense they melted the siding on a neighboring home. They had 75 firefighters there at the scene so they could rotate crews more quickly due to the heat.
Well, working in the heat, of course, is a tough job. And on the Southwest waterfront in D.C., workers at the Municipal Fish Market say this summer has been unlike any other in recent memory. Our Randy Bass has more on that story coming up in our next half hour. The D.C. News Now team of meteorologists is tracking the heat concerns. You can stay on top of the heat details by scanning the QR code right here in the middle of your screen. It'll take you right to the DC News Now weather page for the latest conditions. All new tonight, disturbing details out of the district. A neighbor finds the remains of a dog in a northeast alley.
And it leads to a whole number of concerning questions about who and why it was there and who's responsible for removing a pet that has died. We have DC News Now's Ben Dennis, who spoke with the person who made that unsettling sight. And Ben, what did he tell you?
Well, several homeowners in the Brookland neighborhood in Northeast told me that they discovered this dog's body uncovered in the alleyway over the weekend. Another homeowner just tonight told me that he reported it to the Department of Public Works. Right here, standard operating procedure and standard for it to be picked up on public property. However, some concerns tonight about the cleanup.
Can be traumatic for others, triggering for others.
Tonight, fluffs of fur and an apparent liquid remain where homeowners in Northeast DC's Brookland neighborhood saw the body of a large dog in an alley.
So my neighbor asked what I should do, and I said, oh, we'll 311 it.
Rob Athmer lives a stone's throw away and says he used the city's 311 app on Sunday, which can be used to report neighborhood problems, including for traffic and trash.
So I went into the app and used a dead animal request button and told them where the dog was, and the next day had a resolution.
DPW says they collect dead animals from public spaces only, the sidewalk, street, or alley. Whether Athmer was the first to request the dog's removal, that's unknown. And after some remains were left behind, Ward 5 Councilmember Zachary Parker's office telling us they're working with DPW and DC Health to better understand animal cleanup policy and inquire about potential needs for changes to these policies to prevent this kind of scenario in the future.
The dog itself is gone.
Right.
So now we have a cleaning issue that maybe can be resolved later.
And a spokesperson from inside the walls right here of the Department of Public Works on North Capitol Street tells me that they have heard of several concerns that were unearthed initially online in a private Facebook group, and they're looking into the situation. In Northeast DC, Ben Dennis, back to you.
All right, Ben. Meanwhile, all new tonight, Kilmar Abrego Garcia will remain in jail at least for a few more days. He is a Maryland father who was mistakenly deported to El Salvador. He was brought back to face federal smuggling charges. A judge was expected to release him, but his attorneys expressed concerns today his release would lead him to being detained by ICE. His wife spoke during a news conference before that court hearing. She noted all that her husband has missed since being deported more than 100 days ago.
Over 3 months, we've had to stand and plead for his liberation. He missed birthdays, graduations, and Father's Day. Kilmar, if you can hear me, I want you to know that all these hardships have only strengthened our love and deepened our faith in God.
Well, the smuggling charges against Abrego Garcia are tied to a traffic stop in Tennessee in 2022. Prosecutors claim he's an MS-13 gang member who was smuggling people in the country illegally. Abrego Garcia has pleaded not guilty to the charges. The Trump administration is filing an unusual lawsuit and is suing some Maryland judges who ruled against the president. The suit is against several judges who blocked President Trump's effort to immediately remove any detained immigrants who request a court hearing. The judges saying ICE cannot deport immigrants until they have their due process. Trump administration says the automatic pause violates the Supreme Court ruling and impedes on the president's authority to enforce immigration laws.
New tonight, a significant loss in the district. The Department of Housing and Urban Development is moving to Northern Virginia. Governor Glenn Youngkin making the announcement. HUD's 2,700 employees are headed over to a building in Alexandria, and the head of the agency says that the current space in the district is just old and a hazard.
This move also signifies a prioritization of health, safety, and well-being for our HUD workforce. And I would hope that no leader in government or otherwise would expect staff to work every day in an atmosphere where the air quality is questionable, leaks are nearly unstoppable, and the HVAC is almost unworkable.
The union representing the federal workers say that the move is to give the HUD secretary there a palatial new office while displacing 2,000 workers from the National Science Foundation who currently occupy the building.